I'm calling in regards to your tweet on July 27th, where you said, and speaking about clicks and views, all that, come to my gym, no cameras, no content, we can just fight in front of zoo culture.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I'm gonna come by, and we can do this once and for all.
Okay.
That sound good?
Yeah.
Street thing? Do you wanna grapple? Do you wanna do MMA fight? You wanna box?
Well, I thought we were just talking about fighting in the street.
That's cool too.
Oh, street California.
That's totally cool too. A good old.
Bradley Martyn went from being one of the most respected fitness YouTubers online to becoming a full-on internet punchline. And the numbers don't lie. Over the last 5 months, his channel didn't just stall, it flatlined. Not a single new subscriber, and he even lost around 10,000. That kind of drop doesn't just happen randomly. Something clearly crashed hard, and fans can trace it back to one moment that flipped everything upside down. It all started when Bradley confidently claimed he could take on professional fighter Nate Diaz in a street fight. That one statement sent shockwaves across social media. People didn't just doubt him, they laughed him straight off the internet.
You think you beat me in a street fight?
Huh?
You think you beat me in a street fight?
You in a street fight?
Yeah.
You're a podcaster, brother.
I love it. So the answer is then yes, yeah?
The wild idea that just being huge automatically means you dominate became the main running joke. Bradley kept standing on that hill, insisting that his 260-pound frame made him unstoppable. That attitude didn't make him look tough, it turned him into a walking meme. Even his own MMA coach tried to slow him down, warning him that weight doesn't replace skill, but Bradley just wouldn't let go. He kept pushing that same angle over and over, gripping that number like it was some kind of magic armor. The internet wasn't about to let that slide. One Reddit post nailed it, saying Bradley brings his weight into every conversation like it's his whole personality.
You could beat me at chess? You think you could beat me at chess? No, I never played before. I'm 260 though, brother. I grab hold of you, it's over.
Fans started noticing that what once looked like confidence was slowly turning into insecurity dressed up as ego, and it showed big time throughout 2023. Bradley kept doubling down, inviting 6 professional fighters onto his podcast, and every single time, he hit them with the same tired question about who'd win in a street fight.
My MMA coach, Antonio McKee, you gotta look him up. This mother is like probably, he used to fight at probably like 145, 150. He's stronger than me. I guarantee he's stronger than you. No.
Each fighter either laughed it off or shut it down instantly, but Bradley's reaction never changed. He'd always circle right back to bragging about size, like that was his secret weapon. What he never seemed to respect was the real game, technique, timing, and experience. That gap got crystal clear once people started comparing him to legends like Demetrius Mighty Mouse, a 125-pound beast who's taken down fighters way bigger than him through skill, speed, and straight-up discipline.
No fighting. Bradley Martyn on the podcast said he could beat Mighty Mouse. MMA fight, they're going to have a jiu-jitsu match.
Bradley Martyn has no chance.
Against 125
He has no
fighter.
chance. I'm going to get choked out.
So we're gonna.
That comparison exposed every flaw in Bradley's argument, and the internet ran wild with it. His confidence turned into comedy fuel for trolls who couldn't get enough. Even with all the mockery, Bradley still couldn't grasp that someone half his size could realistically wipe the floor with him. In his mind, weight was still the ultimate trump card. Nothing could change that belief. But what really caught people off guard came from a single comment buried deep under one of those clips, and it changed the whole tone of the conversation. That buried comment linked to an old video, one that Bradley himself had uploaded years ago. In it, he gets completely humbled during a jiu-jitsu session, and when that clip resurfaced, it spread like wildfire. Suddenly, the bold confidence he'd been selling online didn't match what people were seeing on screen. From that point on, the cracks in his image were impossible to ignore.
Look at my head bad.
You good?
Yeah, hold on.
Viewers started noticing how often Bradley's insecurities slipped out on camera, and instead of taking a step back, he went all in. He began squaring up with influencers smaller than him, almost like he was desperate to claw back the validation that kept slipping through his fingers. One of the biggest moments came during his heated face-off with Steve Will Do It. Some fans said that clash made sense since Steve was clearly trolling, but the energy shifted fast once Bryce Hall entered the picture.
I'm gonna shake your hand first. There you go. Oh, no! Flag! Oh, wait. Steve's got a call. That's a flag. That's enough.
When Bradley and Bryce decided to wrestle at his gym, things stopped looking fun and started feeling tense. Even after Bryce was clearly done, Bradley kept turning up the pressure, leaning in close with that intense stare that said it all. It didn't feel like friendly content anymore. It felt like he was trying to prove something, no matter the cost. That same energy popped up again on September 1st, 2023, when Bradley appeared on a podcast with Bryan Callen and Brendan Schaub, and this time the tension went viral all over again. Things heated up fast when a disagreement broke out between Bradley and Bryan Callen, who was 54 at the time. What made it even more awkward was that Bryan was the only one there with zero combat sports background. After the podcast wrapped, the tension lingered. Bryan calmly asked Bradley not to grab his neck, but Bradley did it anyway. Then he brushed it off, saying he wasn't going hard, like it was no big deal. That moment spoke volumes. Every time Bradley feels challenged, he flips a switch straight into tough guy mode. He gets aggressive, tries to intimidate, and completely skips over common sense.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Hang in there, Brian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Get that together, watch my neck.
Sorry.
Do you see how you got flipped at least with an idiot like me?
I know, I was trying not to.
But here's the thing, when no one ever gives you a real reality check, you just keep pushing boundaries until something snaps. And that's exactly how the whole situation with Stable Ronaldo blew up into Bradley's biggest controversy yet. On June 7th, 2023, Stable Ronaldo and Faye Lacey were live streaming from Bradley's gym when things took a wild turn. During the stream, Ronaldo jokingly grabbed Bradley's hat, clearly just messing around, but everything flipped in seconds. What could have been settled with words suddenly turned physical, and that's when public opinion took a sharp turn against Bradley.
My hat. My hat. Give me my fucking hat.
Damn, actually? Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't know that was bad. My bad, Brad. Like, actually.
One viewer summed it up perfectly, saying, "I get that it's disrespectful, but slapping someone over a hat is wild. That could have been handled so easily."
As bad as that hat incident looked, it wasn't even close to being the worst situation linked to Bradley. What came next with Sneako made that moment look tame in comparison. Later in 2023, Bradley and Sneako hit the gym together and decided to spar, and that decision spiraled out fast. Things got heated during the session, and Sneako took a brutal shot that dropped him instantly.
Survive! You got this! Survive!
All the time. 1 second. Go!
When he got up, he realized something was seriously off. One of his teeth was gone. That clip shocked everyone who watched it back. Now, let's be real. Neither Bradley nor Sneako was known for staying quiet online, and both have a history of stirring things up. But this time, Sneako actually made a fair point afterward. He said the sparring didn't feel controlled, and it definitely didn't feel necessary. That comment hit hard, because by this point, the pattern around Bradley was becoming impossible to ignore.
And we did obviously feel like
Way to go.
I spit it out mid-fight. I thought it was a piece of your glove. No, they don't.
Every time he went up against someone smaller, his confidence went through the roof. But that same confidence slowly morphed into overconfidence, and that shift played a massive role in his downfall. Bradley just kept repeating the same thing, that being 260 pounds somehow made him untouchable. But that logic completely fell apart the moment he faced someone his own size. People noticed the double standard immediately. One comment summed it up perfectly, saying, "So you slap Ronaldo for grabbing your hat, but when someone bigger steps in, it's different." That line spread fast, and fans started realizing that Bradley's so-called dominance only seemed to show up when he had the size advantage.
Do you know what sparring means, Brad?
Bro, okay, let me explain this shit. I did not go hard on you.
What?
Bro, I did not
That's
go hard.
cap.
I did not go hard.
You were trying to. I saw it in your face.
Run back to 90%. Run back.
He was trying. What? He was throwing.
Before you came, what did I tell you? You were on the phone. I said.
You said, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
I don't think it's a good idea.
But do you know what sparring means?
Yes. But do you realize that if you put me on camera, what's gonna happen? We spar. We're f***ing around. What's gonna happen? What is everyone waiting to say? Anything they can, right?
Oh, so you're putting your whole reputation on the line.
I wasn't putting anything on the line, but I'm saying like
You were game 7 fucking wailing.
Bro, if I'm game 7, I would.
Steve, my tooth is chipped.
I would knock you.
Brock was also having a
I'm
bad
game
day.
7. I would.
Oh yeah?
Are you a dumb?
Oh yeah.
Logo right now? Bro, I'll beat the fuck out of you, game 7.
Bro, what are you doing, Brad? You're 100 pounds more than me.
That's the point. That's the point. The reality is this. There's no.
Things just kept spiraling out of control. Around the same time Jake Paul and Nate Diaz were hyping up their big fight, Nate showed up on Bradley's podcast, and instead of keeping it chill, Bradley went right back into his tough guy act. He spent most of the conversation talking like he wanted smoke, stuck in the same cycle that got him roasted in the first place. Jake even joked that he couldn't wait to see Bradley become a meme, and honestly, that joke aged way too well. What's wild is that even Logan Paul, who's not exactly known for being calm or patient, didn't let this one slide. Bradley seemed to forget that Logan isn't some random guy from the internet. He's got real fight experience and stands close to Bradley in size and strength. So when Bradley called Logan out for a fight right outside his own gym on July 27th, everyone thought it was just talk, until Logan accepted. The two actually squared up, and when photos from the aftermath hit the internet, the story told itself. Bradley's face showed clear marks of damage, while Logan looked calm, confident, and barely touched. That moment sealed everything. It proved that all the talk about being unbeatable couldn't hold up once he faced someone his own size. The internet didn't just notice, they celebrated it. After that showdown with Logan, things took a sharp turn for Bradley's image. What was once confidence now looked like denial, and the internet wasn't letting him recover quietly. Clips from the fight, reaction videos, and memes flooded every platform. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, everywhere you looked, someone was clowning him. What used to be light teasing had now turned into full-blown mockery, and fans started saying that Bradley's downfall wasn't bad luck, it was ego catching up to him. Instead of owning up to the loss or showing humility, Bradley tried to flip the narrative. He went on stream claiming that the whole thing wasn't serious and that Logan just caught him off guard, but nobody was buying it. People started posting side-by-side comparisons of Bradley's past claims about being unbeatable with those aftermath photos of him bruised and silent. It was brutal. The contrast said everything without a single word needed. What made things worse was how Bradley doubled down again. Instead of cooling off or reflecting, he began challenging other influencers and fighters, trying to prove he still had it. But the energy had changed. People weren't intimidated anymore. They saw through it. Fans and even former supporters started calling it out, saying he was chasing respect instead of earning it. One viral comment summed it up perfectly, saying, "Bradley's not fighting people anymore, he's fighting his own pride." That line spread fast because it hit deep. Everyone could see the pattern now. Every time he felt his confidence slipping, he'd swing harder instead of stepping back. The internet had turned his story into a cautionary tale, proof that when your confidence crosses into ego, the fall hits twice as hard. At this point, it doesn't even matter whether Bradley's trolling on purpose or if he actually believes his own hype. The internet has already made up its mind. Bradley Martyn isn't just a fitness creator anymore. He's officially a walking meme. His downfall became entertainment for everyone else, and his once serious videos now live in that weird space where no one knows if they're watching real confidence or straight-up comedy. Every clip, every quote, every face-off just adds to the saga, and whether you see him as misunderstood or overconfident, one thing's clear. Bradley's story has become one of the wildest internet transformations in years. So what do you think about this whole situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. Let's keep the conversation going. See you in the next one.